I've never had an eagle.
Heck, I've never had a birdie.
I would not recognize just for fun of it.
I've never played a round of golf.
But I support the first tee.
It's teaching my daughter important values.
It gets them off the couch.
He's more patient, focused.
Self-confident.
He's just a happier kid.
At the First Tee, we teach kids important values they can take with them from the golf course to their communities and to the rest of their lives.
I didn't know a little golf ball could make such a big difference.
Welcome back to Inside Golf here in Myrtle Beach, and we're going to Pawleys Plantation. It's a golf course that epitomizes the South. Classic Southern clubhouse, and as for the golf course, here's pro Riley Kinslaw.
Well, what you see here at Pawleys Plantation, it is a more difficult golf course, but it's a beautiful golf course at the same time. Nicholas designed this course with strategy being a main part of the goal of playing the round. He utilized the natural beauty. We saw on the front side, you kind of cut through the tall pines, more of an inland style, and then you run out into the backside. You're going through the saltwater marshes that kind of define this area. And you have to play around it. You know, he incorporated all of those into the design of the golf course. So it's really a thinking man's course. You really want to make sure you're keeping the ball in play. If you don't try and challenge it, you can have a good time, and you'll be rewarded for not taking too many risks.
A classic low country design, Pawleys Plantation is a fairly long course, 7,026 yards from the tips, that combines the perfect balance of beauty and challenge. Riley Kinlaw shows us some featured holes.
This is the third hole here at Pawleys Plantation. It's the first par 3 you come to on the golf course, and all the par 3s are pretty strong here at Pawleys Plantation. The range of yardage here is 200 yards from the back tees to 125 to the front set of ladies' tees. You have a green that runs away from you from right to left, typically setting you up for a draw shot. It's guarded by a lake, runs the whole length of the hole along the left side, one very large trap that runs most of the length of the hole, plus a small little pot bunker that guards the left side of the green. You got beautiful pines and a couple magnolia trees that surround it, really shape the hole nicely. Really requires a good shot to give yourself a good chance at birdie. Smart place to hit it to the fat of the green, take a 2-putt for par. And now we're on the 8th hole here at Pawleys Plantation. It's one of the longest par 4s on the golf course, stretches out to 452 yards. It's a typical hole to the front side of the golf course, kind of cuts along the tall pines, kind of frame the hole very nicely, so an accurate drive is a premium. We're looking at our approach shot right now. You have a large bunker, runs from about 100 yards in all the way up to greenside with a lake just to the right of the green. Requires an accurate drive, and then a premium is placed on your second shot, which is typical to Nicholas golf. Getting out of here with a par is a great hole, and so one of the best par 4s on the golf course. This is the 13th hole here at Pawleys Plantation. It's our signature par 3. Goes out into the saltwater marshes that separate Pawleys mainland from Pawleys Island itself. It ranges from 145 yards to 40 yards from the far up tees. Basically, Nicholas's intention for this hole was to hit an elevated shot into the green, either a wedge or a 9-iron of some sort, so that you can stop the green on the small double green that actually connects with the 16th green to the far right. You have no margin for error here. You need to hit an accurate shot, or else you'll be heading around to the drop circle. One of the best holes on the golf course right here. Now we have number 17, also one of our best par 3s on the golf course. We have all good ones out here at Pawleys Plantation. It's running along the same old dike that also we had on the 13th hole. This old dike was converted into the tee boxes. It used to separate the salt water from fresh water back when this used to be a rice plantation back many years ago. Had to get special permission to use these for tee boxes. So it's pretty unique to the area. It's one of the few courses you'll ever find anything quite like this. And it's so we really love it, and we're proud to have it as a part of our golf course. 17 goes back inland, back into the mainland, again hitting over the marsh. And again, it's a very difficult par 3, ranging from 200 yards from all the way back to about 120 yards from the ladies' tees. And now we're on the 18th hole, our finishing hole here at Pawleys Plantation. It's a good test of golf to finish up your round on. It's about 430 yards from the back tees with the marsh, saltwater marsh running all the left-hand side of the fairway. You have a bunker that guards the whole left-hand side. Actually, that kind of can help you out. If your ball runs in that, it might prevent it from going into the marsh. Good drive is key. Then once you get up to your second shot, you have a nice view of the antebellum style clubhouse in the background. It requires a nice shot into the green, again guarded by a bunker to the left as well as the marsh. And it's just a nice way to finish off your round here at Pawleys Plantation.
No two holes are alike on this course, and part of the charm in playing Pawleys Plantation is the history behind it.
Well, originally this land was used for, like a lot of this area, was rice plantation. The par threes that we saw on the back side, that dam or dike there was actually converted into those tee boxes. It used to separate the fresh water and salt water back many years ago when it used to be a rice plantation. And it kind of buys into the whole theme of the area. We're down just south of Myrtle Beach, so we're starting to get into the low country area, and you really get that low country feel when you're out here with the live oaks, our antebellum style clubhouse behind us, and the marshes and lakes throughout the golf course.
With all the elegance and southern splendor at Pawleys Plantation, what do the people that know this course best think of as Pawleys' biggest asset?
Really, it's the beauty of it. You know, it really plays into the course itself. You know, a lot of courses are pretty, but it's a part of the golf course. You know, playing over the marshes, through the trees, around the live oaks. Really, it's all been incorporated into it so well. So it's just the nature and beauty of it itself, I think, really is our main draw here at Pawleys Plantation.
There isn't a bad hole at this Myrtle Beach course, and Riley is confident that once you arrive, you won't be disappointed.
Feel free to come out here at any time. I think you come out here for a round at Pawleys Plantation, you're going to get that low country feel I was talking about, the southern hospitality here of South Carolina. And it's just going to be a very enjoyable experience. Bring your camera with you because you're going to get lots of good shots. And yes, it is difficult, but it is a lot of fun at the same time. Just play the appropriate tees, have a good time, and just enjoy what Mr. Nicholas has put out here for you.
From Myrtle Beach to McGurk, stick around for our signature Teed Off segment to find out what our panel thinks are some of the all-time greatest nicknames in sports. That's all coming up next.
I like to think the Yuengling Beer Company has established a name for itself after over 180 years. In 1987, we introduced a flavorful amber lager. I hoped it would appeal to a new generation of customers who wanted a quality beer with taste and character. Ask for a lager, and you'll get a Yuengling. The Yuengling name didn't make us a success. Our quality products, our employees, and our customers did.